Networking, body languages you need to watch out or look for when you're networking. There's a couple of important things out there, folks, that when you're first making contact with an individual, eye contact is very, very probably the number one thing that you want to do here. This is the first thing. Am I writing here? The first thing that you want to do is make good eye contact. This is a good way. This is two people are approaching each other. They're looking at each other. I'm sorry these pictures are a little small, but I just want to get the idea in here. But they're looking at each other. But this is one thing I want to bring to your attention: hands in the pocket. Hands in the pocket can mean several different things. It can mean that you're not comfortable with your dress, you're not comfortable with yourself, you're uneasy with your ability, or there's some type of underlying negative meaning here. So keep your hands out of your pocket. It's not, the first impression is not a cool thing to do. This is another thing that you do not want to do here, is when you meet somebody, get off your cell phone, folks. Come on. You can make that call. If you're that busy, excuse yourself and say, let me finish the call, come back, and then make the introduction. But don't do this when you're on the phone. It seems like it's common knowledge, but a lot of people out there are talking and they're texting at the same time. If you're in a conversation with somebody, be courteous, take the phone and turn it off or put it in your pocket, or excuse yourself. Another thing that we have a lot of issues with is handshakes. This is something that I've seen quite a bit. People don't know how to handshakes. It's just I call it the jellyfish or the wishy-washy handshake. This is when you grab someone's hand as you normally would, and then the other person just lays this lifeless thing out in your hand and doesn't even respond. It's kind of weird. It feels funny, but it's okay. It's just, please just grab the person's hand properly. This is how the proper handshake should be, I believe. Whether you're a man or male, if you're a male, put the hand out just like you normally do, and open the palm slightly, put it in the other person's palm, and squeeze gently. Just once or twice up and down, 3 times at the very most, is the standard handshake. You don't want to put a lot of pressure. Having a hard handshake is actually annoying to me, to have somebody say, wow, you're really strong. No, you're an idiot. You don't need to be pressing my hand like that. And I don't mean to disrespect you strong people like that, but a lot of people may have fibromyalgia, have arthritis with their hands, and you're not doing anything but hurting yourself by double squeezing, so don't do that. Same thing with females. You don't need to impress me with how strong your hand is. Even I've had massage therapists that come up and squeeze my hand, and it actually hurts. I'm not impressed. There's other ways to impress me other than your strength. I'm looking for your intelligence and what you can do for me, not how hard you can squeeze my hand. So remember that, male and females, don't over squeeze. Just do the normal handshake. This is something I want to bring your attention also. This is a picture I found that was really cool. This guy, his mind is somewhere else. She's in the program. She's doing good. She's got her eye contact. The hands are good here. Both of them are really good. But 2 things here. He's not looking at her, and his hand is in his pocket. He's not in this conversation. He's not in the building. He's thinking about 10 other things. And personally, my time is really important, and I'm sure yours is. So give the person you're talking to, even though it's a couple of minutes, give them 100% of your time. This is probably the best approach here. Shaking hand, good contact. Eyes are him. He's looking at both of them. Which one of these folks do you talk to first? Whoever sticks their hand out first, that's the person you want to make the greeting to. And then you want to introduce yourself to the second person. It's very important. Arm posture. Big no. Psychologically or subconsciously, arm folding can mean several things. Usually, I don't trust you, I don't believe you, prove me true, or I'm just tired and I don't really want to be here. So take the arms down, keep them by your side. It's very important that you do that to make the other person feel comfortable and not to judge you. This situation here, we've got these 2 ladies here that have their arms closed. And these 2 guys here, have it correct. They've got their hands to their side, not in their pockets. They're open. They're not giving these people any reason to judge them or to subconsciously or consciously. These ladies here have another agenda. They're closed-minded. There's some things you can do. You can cross your arms too. because you're mirroring them, and if you mirror them, it makes them realize, hey, maybe I'm doing something wrong. If you mirror them, it makes them feel more comfortable, and I say that in a different way because when they're comfortable, they may be tired, so you're tired. You're birds of a feather flock together. Be that type of person. So if they have their arms closed, you close yours, and then unclose yours. I guarantee you they'll unclose theirs. It's just it's the way that our human nature is, folks. We're certain ways, but you've got to remember the message that you're sending out. Your stance is very important when you're networking. This guy here, this lady is doing well. She's looking good eye contact. He's got good eye contact, but a couple of things here I want to notice. His posture, even though he's taller, he's looking down. You don't need to look down on people. I mean, he's not that tall. And where's his hand? In his pocket here. He's uncomfortable with the situation. He might be uncomfortable with women. He might be uncomfortable with his dress. He might be uncomfortable with the situation. But he's telling her that he's not himself. Is that the kind of message you want to put out to people? Probably not. Your stance is also very important. This is a really big little factor that will help you quite a bit when you're networking. This person here, here, and here are all into the conversation. They're the ones doing the talking. This guy here is bored to death, not interested. Mind language. Bored to death, not interested, because look at his feet. If everyone's feet, that's one of the big key here, his feet are pointing out. Hers are in, his is in, his is in. These people are engaged in the conversation, and this guy wants to get out. It's just a psychological factor that people have. So if you see a group of people and you've got one with somebody with their feet facing out, this is the entrance. They're giving you an entrance. They're saying, come in, talk to me, get me out of this conversation. This is where you come in there. If the whole group is all facing each other, it's going to be a little more difficult to break into. This is another no-no I'd recommend that you do not do. You ever seen anybody networking with their pouch, their brochures, their paraphernalia? Don't bring that stuff to networking. You're not going to sell anything, and you're not there to pass out your flyers or your cards. I mean, your cards are there to get business, to let people know what you're doing, but don't give this information. He's a salesperson. We're all salespeople, but he's there for one thing, is to sell you something you don't need, can't afford, and don't want. I don't want to talk to people like that, especially if they got their flyers. Go away. I do not want one of your flyers. So don't take the flyers with you. The smile, tell you what, folks, a smile is a picture's worth 1,000 words. A smile is even better. Got a big smile. It's so nice to meet you. This lady here is doing a great job here. This person here is actually doesn't look like looks like a little bit of a forced smile, but it's a smile, you know. Be sincere. Do like this lady. Be sincere, even if you don't know them. Be excited about meeting them. Pretend like when you're meeting this person, it's going to be your next business. It's going to be your next biggest account. Be enthusiastic about doing business. This lady here, I just thought I'd let you see this picture. She's trying to smile, but she's not doing a very good job at it. And believe me, a picture's worth 1,000 words. And when you're not smiling properly or with enthusiasm, they're going to be able to tell. These are all little things that you have to watch for, but if you know about them, folks, and you can remember to smile, have good eye contact, you're going to make a much better impression on that person at your first meeting, and that's what's going to help you. Every little bit helps. You be a better person, you're going to be a better connector, you're going to get more contacts, and you get more referrals, because these things all add up. People believe in the details, and believe me, they'll remember, especially the good ones. You don't want them to remember the bad ones. Good luck out networking.